It's Turbo Tuesdays, Turbo Cash Tuesdays, or Turbo Time. So this morning, taking 2 trades, 1 loser, 1 winner, talking about the risk to reward, showing you guys the entries, the exits, and all of that fun stuff, the thought process of what I'm looking at, what I'm doing, and going to talk about this short that I took it open, switched to long, and made the loss back and more, having a proper risk to reward. So going to show you guys the trade and all of the fun stuff in this video, so make sure you guys stay tuned. What's going on, guys? I want to show you this little breakdown here on this short that I'm in right now. I'm in on this short, and I want to talk about why I'm short and what is going on looking at this chart. So right now, you can see I had this big move this morning. Check this out. I had a big move from here up to here and then back down. We had this support there at the 40 level. I was watching that 40 level. If we could not hold that 40 level right here, this 40 right there, 40, I'm looking for this move down here to the 30s. So right now, I'm in here at 40. My average is 40, 40 even. I'm looking for a move down here to the 30s or possibly lower after seeing how we had this resistance up here at the 50 area. It squeezed up there and just crashed right back down. So right now we're looking to see if we can get down here to the 30s or lower after losing that support there. You can see kind of a, I guess you could call head and shoulders there on that move. I don't really know if they call that head and shoulders because it really hasn't had this peak. But in general, we had this move up to that resistance. We had like this. We had this support. If you look at the 15-minute chart, it's a little easier to see here. 15-minute chart. Pull that up here. 15-minute chart pulled up now. As you can see, and that resistance there at the 57 area, and now looking for a move possibly down here to the 22s. I'll look to take a little bit of profit right there. I'll look to take a little bit of profit here, and then my next target will be this 22 area if it breaks obviously below 30 there. So that's what we got going on. Short right now here at the 40 level after breaking down, after having this like little support there. You can see that 15-minute candle close below that support there. And once we closed below there, I was like, okay, this is time to hammer it. We got a little bit of a spike back up here, and that was right where I shorted at. As you can see, we convincingly broke right there through that support. I got short once we popped up a little bit, and now looking for this move down here to the 30s or lower. So that's my first profit target there at the 30s, right at the bottom there. And then after that, like I said, possible move down here to the 22 area. Seeing that this was the low, seeing that this was the move yesterday into close, we had this little squeeze back at the end of the day. We've gotten stuck there at the 57s multiple times and kind of bouncing back up there, getting stuck, and now looking for this move down there to the 20s going here into open. And as I said, that key reason to getting into this, why I was shorting where I was shorting, was we broke through that support there. And now we're looking for this candle to get down here, just like that. So there you have it. Dude, there you have it. We'll see if we get that move to the 30s, possibly 22 area here later on. Let's give it a little bit of time and patience, see what happens. My stop on this, as you can see, is right there at the 44s. And the reason that my stop is there is because you can see the high on this 15-minute candle is a little higher than that. Actually, I can pull this down just a little bit. So right there at 44, as you can see, the high of this candle there at the 44 area, so that's my stop. So stopping there, looking for a target down here. Let's go. All right, so jumping in here at the 44s, a little bit of a push up here, trying to battle around this 44 area, looking for a push up there to the 50s here. Let's see if we can get a continuation of this overall move, break it through that resistance there, the 43s. And now up there, the high of this candle being 46. And we're looking for a push up there to 50s or higher up into this area there in the 50s. So we'll see if we can muster this one. All right, so now we're pushing up there to the 50s. Going to give this one a little bit of time. See if we can't push up here 52, 53 area on this. You can see kind of squeezing up there the high of this candle now, 49.75. So almost there to the 50s, looking for a more continued push here. This 15-minute candle just going straight up right now. Let's see what happens. she's trying to go through here. The SPY pushing up there above 305 now, so let's see if the futures are going to follow here and get above that 50 area now. Look at take a little bit of profit there above 50 and then hold the other two contracts for 55s or higher, possibly 60s here on this move. We're in there at 44 right now, so overall good risk to reward again. Got a nice little bull flag formed here. You can see, look at this thing. It went, there we go. So like my sound effects there. Up there to 51 now. Looking to take a little bit of profit here at, oh my gosh, I did it again. I keep doing this where, so on the right-hand side over here, you can sell with a different quantity. So if I can adjust this to 1, 2, or 3, and if I buy 3 contracts, well, if I leave it like that and I go and put my order and I get filled, the quantity is still at 3. So I just went and sold. I only wanted to sell 1, but I ended up getting out for 3. So at the end of the day, we still got our 6-7 handle move. We risked 3 earlier off this. We had 3 here. We risked. We lost 3 handles here. We made from the 44s here up to 51, we're making 7 handles. So we lost 3 on the first trade. We made 7 handles on the second trade. Overall, that's a pretty good just bounce back there. We'll see what happens. I'm not liking how overextended this is right now. We'll give it some time on the 15-minute chart. Kind of running into a lot of resistance here. You can see running into a lot of resistance right now at this area. So we got the 57s, we got the 55s, we got all this resistance there. So we'll give this some time to kind of figure out if it wants to push or not. I might have got lucky by taking, you know, all my profit off there at the 51s. So we'll see what happens if this is going to now continue to sell off or not. I probably shouldn't have been so stubborn this morning. You can see, look at this 50, that 35 bounce. Remember, we were short from here. We had touch, and probably should have just gotten out. As you can see on the 3-minute chart, it's a little bit clearer to see that support kind of right there. We're at that 35 level, and that should have probably been another, you know, indicator that seeing, you know, all that support at that 35 I should have gotten out there. So kind of is what it is. So we'll see what happens here later on. Taking the loss on 1 trade this morning and getting that loss back and then adding on some profit from there. But, yeah, I mean, we got the 53, so that's not bad, not bad. We'll see what happens. We'll give it some time. But for now, I think I'm going to go ahead and just kind of finish up this video, put it out there, and kind of sit back here and wait, see what happens next. Right now, like I said, we're kind of just in between this funky area, having that resistance there, having that support there. We're right in the middle, and that's just not where I want to be buying at, in the middle between these two support and resistance areas. I'd rather wait to see it break above this resistance and then look to get long, or kind of break below here and then get short. But overall, you can see we got the 20s. After the 20s, 3,000 really is our next support. After the 60s, the 80s is our next resistance. So not really sure exactly what the best play is here. We'll see what happens, kind of in the middle, and just better to sit on my hands and wait and watch at this point now. So if you guys have already, do want to make a favor, hit that like button, subscribe button, all the buttons down below. I will talk to you guys later on.